Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called Sticking Together, A Dog's Tale by Linda Cooper and Jim Hodge, illustrated by Agustina Perchiante. This is the story of Bella. Bella is a dog and she loves hanging out with her big brothers, playing with her friends, and exploring the world. Her mother often gives her some suggestions and advice to keep her safe, but Bella doesn't always like to listen. When she doesn't listen, sometimes that means that she finds herself scared and alone. Or when Dogvid hits, she finds that wearing the mask that her mom gave her is not her favorite thing to do, so she chooses not to, and that leads to some more difficulties and some things that maybe she'd rather not have happen. So she finds that in order to find her way back to the world that is comfortable and familiar, she sometimes has to lean on her friends and family in order to do so. This lovely story is about dogs. And the only human character that's depicted in here is the mailman. So you have the mother and the vet, and everyone in the story has anthropomorphic characteristics as far as being able to talk to one another and holding jobs that otherwise humans would have. They also live in human style dwellings. So you've got a little bit of a blend of the real life with also the imaginary relationship between these animals. The story is definitely designed for older readers. There's not a whole lot of white space in here, and there's a huge amount of text. So while the illustrations support the text, it is very lengthy, so better for readers with a longer attention span. And what's lovely about the illustrations is that not only are they accessible to kids in their colors and size, but also they depict what's happening in the story in a nice way. So you have a way to visualize what's happening even if you're not reading the words yourself yet. So what's interesting about this story too is that it approaches Dogvid, which is a symbol of COVID. So you have some similarities to that. So for readers who have lived through COVID and had to wear the mask going to school or hanging out with their friends, then they will find some solace in this book as far as the relatability of Bella's feelings when she has to wear the mask herself. So again, the book is fairly long. A nice way to remind young readers of the importance of listening to grown-ups, especially when they're giving advice that may not be the most fun, that there's always a reason behind it, and that sometimes you get lucky and sometimes things are a little bit harder. So it's a good learning tool for kids and families together. If this sounds like a great fit for you or for someone you know, I hope you look for it wherever you get your books.